At the Department of Education, nearly half of the agency's workforce is being laid off, from more than 4,100 workers to about 2,200. The DOE says that these cuts will not impact enforcement of non-discrimination policies and the distribution of federal aid, but some worry the agency will have trouble with day-to-day operations.
Is this the first step on the road to a total shutdown?
Yes.
Department of Education Secretary Linda McMahon on Fox News saying this is all part of the president's plan to downsize the agency and reduce the footprint of the federal government.
We wanted to make sure that we kept all of the right people and the good people to make sure that the outward-facing programs, the grants, the appropriations that come from Congress, all of that are being met, and none of that's going to fall through the cracks.
Some education advocates we spoke to disagree.
It's very hard to imagine this won't affect sort of basic functions and services.
Who's going to be there to make sure that, a district like New York City or Van Wert, Ohio, gets the money for kids who have disabilities?
Affected employees say they were notified in a memo today and were also told the Washington headquarters and regional offices will be closed Wednesday.
And we didn't want part of the people who were being permanently let go and those who are remaining to some of them show up to work tomorrow morning.
The department is also ending leases on buildings in several cities, including in New York. 95% of New York City public school funding comes from state and local funding. However, that 5% of federal funds is equal to $2.2 billion.
There's a whole bunch of schools in New York City, for example, lots of high schools are going to lose between $2 and $3 million in one semester. They're not going to be able to make that up. So the only way you make that up is through higher property taxes or through higher income taxes.
The department said affected staff will be put on leave starting Friday, March 21st, and they will receive full pay and benefits until June 9th.
They've spent 5, 10, 15 years working for the federal government to actually help children. And for reasons that have nothing to do with their competence, they've now been fired.
1,300 people were notified today they were being cut, while an additional 600 employees accepted voluntary resignation opportunities and retirement over the last 7 weeks.